Hi, welcome to my newest video. I'm Louise from Encore Dancer in Hermay in Kent, and today I wanted to show you the new Pointe shoe which I have got in store. I do love the Grishko Pointe shoes, and I tend to get in lots of 2007s and Triumphs. Triumphs are for a chunkier foot, in saying not such a nicer way, whereas a 2007s for a slimmer foot. Where I normally get my shoes from, they've started to get in another shoe called the Russian Class. So today I thought we would look at two shoes and see how they compare. The shoe I'm going to look at today is the Russian Collection RC22. Now this one's meant to be similar to the Grishko 2007, so I have another one of those with us so we can have a look at the differences. The Russian Class shoe is meant to be one of the quietest shoes in the range. It seems a very light shoe. There's not a lot there, which is good. There's a medium platform on the end of the shoe, so it's not very wide, but it's not too narrow either. It doesn't seem to be raked. Some of the shoes now have a slope on the platform, but these ones don't. There is a medium-sized Vamp also, which is good for average feet. Don't have particularly long toes or particularly short toes, and it would be good for a tapered foot, I should imagine. Side wings come up quite high and they tuck round underneath, which is good. They're not too short, so you have that extra support over at the top. And inside it's quite basic compared to some of the other Pointe shoes you can get. You can see where the Pointe shoes are put together on the shanks at the back, which you can't always see. And there's a very basic lining on the inside of the shoe, which is padded. And inside you have the cotton sock, I suppose you call it, on the inside. Stitching is very well finished. These are handmade in Russia. And there are elastic drawstrings, which I know a lot of you prefer, rather than the normal cotton drawstrings. The heels do come up around the back, so they might sit a little bit higher than some of the Grishko ones. And the shank is more flexible, I would say, than the regular fitting of the Grishko. This one is so it's a size 3, medium strength shank, and it is width 3 as well. It comes in widths from 1 to 6, and currently I can get these in sizes 3 to 6.5. So let's have a look at the Grishko 2007, which these are comparable to, according to my supplier. I wear Grishko 2007s, and I do like them. I have tried lots of other brands, but I always come back to the 2007s. I find they're good for my feet. I've got average feet, probably a little bit wider, with tapered toes, and they work really well for me, and they feel really supportive. So looking at the shoes and how they compare together, similar colour. If you look at the platforms, I'd say the 2007, which is this one, is smaller than this one. So you've got a bigger platform on the RC22 than you do on the Grishko 2007. Looking at the inner sole of the Grishko 2007s, they aren't so rudimental, they're not so basic. There doesn't seem to be as much padding. So if you can see there, it's very minimal on the shank there, whereas the RC22, you can see more layers and a bit more padding in there, which might prove to be more comfortable. I haven't worn these. You'll have to tell me when you wear them what you think. Give us your opinions. They are perhaps a little better finished off inside. You haven't got such a rudimental lining on top of the shank, whereas this one's all tucked in and finished off nicely. The stitching inside is very similar, and very well finished off. And then obviously in the Grishko 2007 you don't have elastic drawstrings, it's your normal cotton one. Let's have a look at the back of the shoe and see how they come up. So you can see that they are very similar. Perhaps the Grishko, it finishes in a different place if you look at the back, which is very interesting. So the RC Class finishes a lot shorter to the sole, over here, whereas the 2007 finish is a lot higher up, which will affect how high the back sits on your heel. So the Grishko often slips off people's heels, I know, so people have to put the elastics on, whereas the RC Class will come up higher and tuck round a little bit further. So that might be better for some of you that struggle to keep the shoes on the heels, especially when you're in second position, your feet are spreading. Shank wise, the Grishko is going nowhere whilst I'm pushing it with my thumb, whereas the RC Class, the Russian Class, does have some bend in it. So I would say the shank strength of these is not quite the same in a comparative size and strength in the Grishko. The Grishkos are stronger, which they are very well known of. So all in all, a similar-ish shoe. I would say that the Vamp is shorter in the Russian one, but not much in it really at all. So they're very similar. And the wings on the Grishko, they're a little tougher on the sides than they are on the Russian Class. So those of you with very tapered feet may prefer still the 2007 to have that extra support further up, whereas RC Class, the wings are a lot softer on the sides. So it'd be great to see what your opinions are on the shoes, and if you've got experience wearing them, please let us know how they compare and what you would like. We don't have very many Russian Class shoes in at present, but if they are something that you guys are interested in, please let us know, and we will look at getting some more in for you. Also, is there any other kind of Pointe shoe you would rate? What do you go for? Anyway, thank you for listening to our review. Please leave comments below, give us some feedback, and let us know anything else you'd like us to look at. Bye!